Hi, today we're going to compare the Cobra Dynamike Plus, which is a power microphone, with the KPO NM-532. I've made a previous video comparing the KPO 532 with the standard microphone from President. The test will be performed using the President McKinley. We'll do initially in AM, then we'll switch to USB, and finally in FM. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start the test in AM, and we'll be using the Cobra Dynamike Plus. The Cobra Dynamike Plus is a dynamic microphone, so therefore in the menu we have the microphone set to dynamic. As you can see, DY for dynamic. Okay, this is not a 6-pin microphone, so I'm using an adapter from 4-pin to 6-pin so that I may connect to this radio. Right, so let's go on and start the test. I will also use the LEXTEL MS-2000, which is a station monitor manufactured in Brazil. I will be making eventually a video about the MS-2000 itself. So for that, let's go into the graphics screen, where I have the possibility of checking the power plot here. So as I transmit, you will see the carrier, but you'll also see the modulation. I'm up to 40 watts on the scale. This radio does not make 40 watts in AM, but at least you'll be able to see the modulation in comparison with the actual carrier. Let's zoom in here a little bit. I'll also bring into the screen the computer screen, where I have an SDR radio on the frequency of 27205, which is essentially channel 20. The first test will be in AM, and I'm going to run it with 25% of the microphone gain on the Dynamike Plus by Cobra. So let's start. We are at 25%, speaking about 4 fingers away from the microphone. This is 25% of audio. Now we're at 50%. 50% of the microphone gain on the Dynamike Plus. Dynamike Plus, speaking about 4 fingers away from the microphone. 1, 2, 3, testing. This is 50%. And I'm speaking at a normal, natural voice. I'm not raising my voice at all. Now at 75%, I'm also speaking at 4 fingers away from the microphone, and we're at 75% at this point. 1, 2, 3, testing, 75%. And finally, at 100% amplification, this is the maximum microphone gain. I am still speaking about 4 fingers away from the microphone. Hello, audio. And this is the max gain of this microphone.
Okay, we're now testing in USB upper sideband. This is at 25% of the gain. I am still with the Dynamike Plus at 25% of the gain. Audio 1, 2, 3 testing. All right, we're now at 50% of the gain on the Dynamike Plus. Audio test 1, 2, test 1, 2. This is at 50% gain on the Dynamike Plus microphone. All right, now we're about 75% of the gain on the Dynamike Plus. Audio, this is at 75% of the gain. 1, 2, 3 testing at 75% of the gain. All right, we're at full gain now at 100% microphone gain on the Dynamike Plus. This is 100%. Audio, test 1, 2, audio. This is at 100% gain on the Dynamike Plus. Okay, now we are using FM. We're testing FM. I no longer have the graphic video here, the graphic screen on the LEXTEL because, as you know, FM you can't see, at least on the LEXTEL you can't see the FM modulation, but you will be able to see how it comes out on the SDR radio in the waterfall. So we're now transmitting FM with the Dynamike Plus at about 25% of the gain. Okay, we're now at 50% of the gain in FM. We're about 4 fingers away from the mouth as always. I'm always about 4 fingers away in between my mouth and the microphone. My 4 fingers are close together. They're not wide open. They're close together, and that's the distance between my mouth and the microphone. We're now at 50%. Now let's move on to 75. Okay, we're now at 75% of the microphone gain. This is the Cobra Dynamike Plus microphone. We're at 75% of the gain. Audio 1, 2, 3 testing. We are now at 100% of the gain. I am still at about 4 fingers away from my mouth, even though I tend to think that I should distance myself from the microphone now, but I am still, just to keep everything fair and the same, at about 4 fingers away from my mouth using the Dynamike Plus at 100%, and this concludes Dynamike Plus testing. We're now going to move on to testing with the KPO. Okay, I am now using the KPO NM-532. I am at about 25% of the gain, speaking at approximately 4 fingers away from the microphone as always. So this is about 25% of the gain, and we're transmitting in AM. We're currently transmitting in AM. Let's go ahead and increase the microphone gain. Okay, now we have the microphone gain at about 50%. This is still the KPO NM-532, speaking 4 fingers away from the microphone. The KPO NM-532 audio. This is 50% gain. All right, we're now at 75% gain on the KPO. This is 75% microphone gain on the KPO NM-532. This is the KPO NM-532 at 75% gain. Finally, we're at 100% gain with the KPO. This is 100% gain. I am 4 fingers away from the microphone at 100% gain. This is the KPO NM-532. Audio, 1, 2, 3, testing. 3, 2, 1. This is the KPO NM-532 at 100% in AM. Okay, now this is the KPO in USB at 25% gain. This is the KPO in USB upper sideband at 25% gain. Don't worry about the proper tuning. I'm not worried about the tuning at the moment. I'm only worried about the microphone gain and how it would display for you to compare things, at least both microphones. One thing to remember, this is an electric microphone, so electric microphone you need to set up on the President McKinley to electric instead of dynamic. So I went to the menu and I changed that. So at 25% at this time, 4 fingers away from my mouth, let's go ahead and increase to 50%. Hello, this is the President McKinley with the KPO 532 at 50%. How does that sound? 1, 2, 3, testing. Audio. How does that sound? 1, 2, 3, testing. 3, 2, 1 at 50%. Let's go ahead and move to 75%. Okay, now is the President McKinley on USB still at 75%. I'm still 4 fingers away from my mouth, between me and the microphone, and this is the President McKinley and USB with the KPO NM-532. How does that sound? How does that sound? 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Audio. We're now at 100% gain, 100% microphone gain on the KPO 532. 100% microphone gain on the KPO 532. How does that sound to you? Audio, audio. This is the KPO NM-532 transmitting in the USB with the President McKinley at, I don't know how many watts. What, 14 watts? I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. How does that sound at 100%? This concludes our testing for today. Okay, almost forgot. The final test is actually in FM. We're in FM now with the KPO at 25% microphone gain. This is 4 fingers away from my mouth. Microphone distance is about 4 fingers away, close together from my mouth. At 25% gain, let's increase to 50%. We're now at 50% microphone gain, still the same distance, so the KPO 532. Again, this is the KPO 532, NM-532, I should say, KPO. It's a power microphone in FM. We are transmitting in FM with 50% microphone gain. How does that sound? All right, this is at 75%. Second to last test, 75%. This is still at 4 fingers away distance between my mouth and the microphone, speaking in a normal, natural voice. The KPO 532, KPO NM 532 at 75% microphone gain. Okay, we're now at 100% microphone gain in FM. 100% microphone gain in FM. This is the KPO NM-532 power microphone, basic power microphone from KPO in the Netherlands. This is the President McKinley transmitting in FM with the KPO NM-532, mic gain at 100%. This is the end of the test. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, this concludes our test in between the KPO NM-532 and the Cobra Dynamike Plus. I hope this has been useful to you, the comparison and deciding which microphone you want to buy if you're in the market for an amplified power microphone. Those are excellent microphones. I have nothing negative to say neither about the Cobra or the KPO. They're both excellent in their own category, and I thought that the comparison would help you decide if you're actually watching this video to decide for a microphone. If you're watching for fun, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.
At 25%, speaking about 4 fingers away from the microphone. This is 25%. Okay, I am now using the KPO NM-532. I am at about 25% of the gain, speaking at approximately. Now we are at 50%. 50% of the microphone gain on the Dynamike Plus, speaking about. Okay, now we have the microphone gain at about 50%. This is still the KPO NM-532, speaking 4 fingers away from the microphone. The KPO now at 75%. I'm also speaking at 4 fingers away from the microphone. And we're at 75. All right, we're now at 75% gain on the KPO. This is 75% microphone gain on the KPO NM. And finally, at 100% amplification, this is the maximum microphone gain. I am still speaking about 4 fingers away from. Finally, we're at 100% gain with the KPO. This is 100% gain. I am 4 fingers away from the microphone at 100% gain.